Alibaba.com is one of the world's largest B2B e-commerce platforms. It connects you to millions of business buyers around the world. When you sell on Alibaba.com, you can digitize your catalog, meet your customers, promote your products, and grow your business. Having a robust product catalog online is fundamental for sellers to drive sales on e-commerce platforms. Posting on Alibaba.com is simple. You select the category, write a title and description, and add pictures and video to demonstrate the product. You can configure ladder pricing and minimum order quantity in the pricing module so that you can optimize every sale. Or you can leave it up to the intelligent posting tool to offer algorithm-based suggestions for your products. You also get data insights and optimization tools to make your postings more compelling. You get your own storefront to brand your business or show featured products, production capacity, and more. And don't worry about language barriers. Alibaba.com provides a powerful translation tool so that you can easily sell to a global buyer base. Millions of business buyers around the world come to Alibaba.com daily to source products. When you sell on Alibaba.com, you get to interact with your customers and own the relationship. Buyers who are interested in your products would send you inquiries. You'll then be notified immediately in My Alibaba Message Center and Ali Supplier mobile app. Alibaba Real-Time Translation function helps you communicate with global buyers with no barrier. Buyers on Alibaba.com can also send open inquiries in Request for Quotations (RFQ) Center, asking for sellers who can supply what they're looking for. It's your chance to proactively build business connections. Alibaba.com offers an all-in-one customer management tool. You can follow up with leads, manage business contacts, and build a global customer base. To scale your sales, Alibaba.com offers many marketing tools. One way to promote your products is with a product showcase. Showcased products will appear first on your homepage and also receive priority in product ranking. To expand your reach or to target buyers from specific regions, you can lean on the keyword advertising tool. Select the products to promote, set a target audience or retargeting group, and input your ad budget. Your products will then be promoted to your desired customers, and you only pay when they work. Alibaba.com helps you grow your business in a digital way. As a seller, you'll get a star rating, which help indicate how optimized your business is on the platform and rewards you with more exposure. Your analytics dashboard helps you measure the success of your storefront and product performance. Analytics dashboard. It provides data and analytics to help you optimize every part of your Alibaba.com account. And don't forget, you can always find training materials in the Global Seller Academy, Help Center, or reach out to your customer service team anytime. Alibaba.com helps you grow your business online and reach millions of business buyers around the world. Start selling on Alibaba.com today.
What is a star supplier and why does...
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today in this great webinar of 3 key elements to succeed on Alibaba.com. Thanks to everyone for joining us. Also, if you want to put in the comments where you are joining us from, also what is your business so we can get to know each other a little bit more and we can chat more about that. My name is Samara Swenson. I'm a marketing manager here at Alibaba.com and I'll be your host today. And we also have our speaker that I'll be introducing you guys in a little bit. But first and foremost, I would like to, give you this brief introduction. Also, make sure that if you have any questions, you are putting them in the Q&A box and we would get to them by the end of the session. And I also want to invite you to follow us on all our social media. Our social media is Alibaba.com USA sellers. We have Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram page. So make sure to follow us so you can stay up to date on all the news that are happening within Alibaba, and as well like our new events. And I also want to invite you to check out our website. It's us.alibaba.com. So there you're going to be able to find all information regarding how to become a US seller, specifically for USA sellers. This is really important. And okay, well, let's go ahead and start with this really important webinar. I want to introduce you to Brett. He's been with Alibaba almost 4 years, so he's an expert here. And he is going to be the one conducting this webinar. So let's welcome Brett. Brett.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today. Thanks, Samara, for that introduction. I'm actually going to go ahead and share my screen now and get into it, introduce myself a little more as well. So let's go for it. All right. So today we're going to be talking about the 3 key elements to succeed on Alibaba.com. But before we get to that, just a quick introduction about myself. My name again is Brett Ducker. I'm a B2B e-commerce expert here at Alibaba.com. I've been in the B2B trade industry for 6+ years now. Started out doing domestic and international sourcing, operations, bidding and sales. I joined Alibaba.com in 2021, originally on the RFQ team. If you're not familiar with RFQ on Alibaba.com, I'll be explaining more about that later. And then I joined the US seller team in 2022 to help grow the presence of US sellers on the platform. So today, again, we're going to look at the 3 key elements to succeed on Alibaba.com. Before that, I'm going to share just a brief introduction and a little more detail about the Alibaba.com marketplace. And then at the end, we'll have a quick Q&A session. So if you have any questions during this presentation, please use the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen. Type in your questions, and then Samara will either try to answer them during the presentation, or at the end of the presentation, I'll get to them and help answer them. All right. So to start with, a quick introduction of Alibaba.com. We are one of the world's largest B2B marketplaces. So we've been in business since 1999. We're designed to help businesses to trade and grow on their own terms, especially with a focus on international trade and the US market. So Alibaba.com buyers, we have over 40 million active buyers across 40+ industries on the platform each year. That covers almost every country in the world and the different regions that aren't countries. We have over 300,000 daily inquiries on the platform each day. Again, this covers over 40 different industries, close to 6,000 product categories. So almost everything is sold on Alibaba.com. But if you sell something that requires like certification or restrictions within the US market, then Alibaba.com like basically reflects those same restrictions and requirements. So if you sell any sort of like controlled item before you sign up, definitely feel free to reach out to us. If you have any questions, we can advise you on what sort of like certifications are required to list these products on the platform, anything like that, to make sure you can come onto the platform and start selling. So the types of buyers on Alibaba.com, we generally categorize them into 3 different types: retailers, resellers or traders, and manufacturers. So retailers are the biggest buying group on Alibaba.com, followed by resellers and then manufacturers. As far as where these buyers come from, the largest market on Alibaba.com for buyers is the USA, followed by the UK, Canada, Australia, Mexico. So really focused on English-speaking countries in North America and Europe. But again, we have buyers from all around the world on the platform. All right, so the 3 key elements to success on Alibaba.com. Then these 3 key elements I'm going to share with you basically come from feedback and years of experience we have on Alibaba.com guiding US sellers to compete on the platform. For me, I run the US seller operations team. So we're here to support the sellers with any questions that they may have when they get onboard, when they onboard onto the platform. If they run into any operational issues or need further instruction, on best practices operating on the platform, our service team is here to support you. So the first key element to success, maybe it's a little obvious, but it's creating competitive product listings. And what I've found is some sellers, perhaps they don't exactly know what a creative or competitive product listing will look like. So I always tell them, it's important to first search for the products that you sell on Alibaba.com. You need to research the competition, see what the product listings of your competitors look like, how they present the products, what information they include, how much information they include, how they present their company. See what their product listings look like, and then structure your product listings to reflect those. Some sellers that we see that struggle on the platform to get business, they don't put in the proper time investment and effort into creating really nice product listings, and then it doesn't pay off. They don't get enough traffic, or they don't convert enough traffic because their product listings compared to the top product listings for similar products on the site just aren't similar. There's a wide difference in the quality. So some common elements that a top product listing would have on the platform, I listed for you on the screen. They have search engine optimized product titles. So that means it's just more than just the plain description of your product. They have other key descriptors like the use of the product, or the fit for the product, or the core functionality of the product. They also have multiple high quality product photos. So we have some sellers who want to sell on the platform. They only have one photo for their product, and that's often a disadvantage. If you go search for similar products on Alibaba.com, you look at some of the top sellers, they fill up all the photo space available on the product listings, which is 6 photos. They have really nice photos, all different angles. They have photos, basically promotional photos that show the functionality of the product or highlight the sales points of the products. They use the photo spaces available to their full advantage to show everything about their product. When a buyer is searching for a product, they can click a button to kind of browse through the product photos. And if you don't have strong product photos, you're going to lose the buyer right there. Everyone goes on to Amazon, searches for something. The first thing you do is, or the first thing I do at least, is browse through the photos. If I'm not impressed by the photos, if the photos don't highlight those key features that I'm looking for, then I don't even bother looking at the rest of the product listing. So that's something that's super important. Beyond that, you need detailed product specifications. So again, buyers are coming onto the platform. They're looking for certain key features. And then once they find those, they'll go through the effort of reaching out to the seller to confirm other details. So we have some suppliers that don't provide all of the specifications, all of the details of their products, and want buyers to just reach out to them for those details. The platform is generally too competitive for that. You need to provide all of the high quality information that you can, so buyers can generally make like a yes or no decision looking at your product listing. Beyond that, including shipping information is important. Company introduction. So again, since it's a B2B platform, beyond looking just for the product that the buyer wants, they're also interested in the business relationship with the company. So having a strong company introduction and company capabilities section within your product listings, and not only sell your product, but to sell you as the supplier, your capabilities, your services is extremely important. And then finally, the product listing is also a great place to promote your full category of products. You'll see a lot of sellers on the platform do this. You find, as a buyer, you find a product that you like, but you scroll down and you also see this manufacturer, they do a wide range of similar products. So you can check out all the different products that they sell, or this trader also sells these categories of products. It's a great way as a supplier to pique the interest of the buyer, show them everything that you can sell just within one product listing. All right, so just to quickly demonstrate. So again, I highly suggest come to Alibaba.com, search for the products that you would like to sell, look at the top product listings. So you'll see, just give it a second to load. All right, so when you get to the search results page, I will explain this top section a little bit later. This top section, you'll see at the bottom right corner says add. So I recommend just skipping over the ads for this exercise and going to the first organic product listings. Click on some of the top listings, check out what these listings look like, and that'll give you a better idea of what your listing should look like. All right, so after creating a high quality product listing, it's important to promote your product listings. So this is another thing that struggling sellers on the platform have difficulty with, or this is the reason they're struggling. Create product listings, but then they don't promote product listings. So there's lots of suppliers on Alibaba.com. There's probably other suppliers that sell something similar to what you sell. So if you just create a product listing on the platform, you're often going to be buried in the search results. So there are two ways to get your product listing from the third page to the first page. And the first way is organically via your store's star rating. So a star rating is basically the way Alibaba.com rates your storefront and product listings compared to other suppliers. So the details of how the star rating system works, I'll quickly show you the star rating page. This is the seller backend, and the star rating is made up of 3 parts. So the first part is the number of products you have posted that the system rates it, gives it a quality score of 4.2 or higher. So generally speaking, if you spend 15 to 20 minutes on your product listing, you can get the product listing score to meet this threshold or higher. Because this metric also counts like the number of product listings you have that have this quality score or higher, the system encourages you to post as many products as possible. The second metric is the number of unique visitors to your store or your product listings in the past 30 days. So this one and the next one, which is the number of responding buyers in the past 30 days, is kind of a chicken and egg situation. If you don't get enough traffic to begin with, then it's hard to improve your star rating to get enough traffic. Some suppliers are able to post their products, and just because of the category it's in and the demand for those products, they can get enough traffic organically, and then it's like a positive feedback effect where they get enough traffic organically and then their star rating increases, and because their star rating increases, they get more traffic, and then they're able to boost their star rating really high and reap the benefits from that high star rating. Other sellers, they may have to drive traffic to their store via paid advertising. So paid advertising is a paid way to promote your products, and beyond the face value of promoting your products via advertising to get them on the first page, it also gives you more traffic, which helps increase your star rating, and then you can increase the organic traffic to your store and product listings as well. So I'm going to quickly show you now where paid advertising is on Alibaba.com, and then where the organic search results are. All right, so we're on the search results page for a phone case. So this very first banner that you see, the first search result, this is called a sponsored banner ad. This is generally the most expensive advertising product on Alibaba.com. It'll cost over $1,200 a year to purchase this banner spot. The prices depend on the demand for the keyword. So it starts around $1,200 a year minimum. It could go up to $20,000 a year, depending on the demand for that keyword. The way it works is a supplier purchases the ad space for a specific keyword, and then they have that ad space for a year. So if the keyword is available on the platform as a supplier, you can reach out to us, the service team, say you're interested in brand sponsored ads, or sponsored brand ads, excuse me. And then we can run the keywords that you provide us, tell you what's available, tell you the cost. And then if there's something that piques your interest, you can purchase that advertising space and run ads in that space for a year. So this next space here, which is the second search result, is called a premium sponsored ad. It works the same as the sponsored brand ad. It's just the space is one below, and it's smaller. It looks like all the other search results. You don't have like this extra space to promote multiple products. You just have one space, and it works the same way. You purchase a keyword for a year, you get exclusive rights to that space for that keyword. The premium sponsored ads are generally cheaper than the sponsored brand ads. These start around $500 a year for the cheapest, then can go up to $10,000, $15,000. And then after that comes the keyword advertising spaces. So you'll see, just to point out one more thing, the premium sponsored ads will have a little crown right here. So you'll know it's a premium sponsored ad. Following that will be the keyword advertising spaces. They will just have ad at the bottom right corner, no crown. So the keyword ad spaces, they take up usually spaces like 2 to 7, 2 to 8. We can see the first 2 rows here are ad spaces. So the keyword ads, the way they work is you as a seller purchased keyword advertising credits, and then you can either select like product listings you would like to promote, or you can also like select keywords that you would like to advertise connected to those product listings, and then you bid for these spaces. So keyword advertising, the benefits here are really you can target specific types of buyers, buyer countries, other buyer like descriptions that you can set on the Alibaba.com platform. The way you do it is you choose a premium for those buyers when you bid, So this way you can focus on just certain types of buyers to run these ads in front of. All right. So again, two ways to promote your product listings on Alibaba.com: organically and via advertising. And it's extremely important to promote your products on Alibaba.com to get them off of the third page of the search results onto the first page. All right, and finally, number 3 is to participate in the RFQ market. So the RFQ market is an open market where buyers can post their sourcing requests on Alibaba.com. The market is open to all suppliers. What you can do is you can subscribe to certain keywords, and whenever an RFQ is posted that contains one of those keywords, you can either get a notice or just log into your account, go to the RFQ page, and then look at the RFQs that were posted with those keywords. We have over 30,000 daily RFQs on average posted to the platform. It is a great place to find business. Generally, how sellers describe it is the RFQ market there's a lot of stuff in there. It's not like a place where you'll consistently find, orders day to day, but it's a place where you can find hidden gems. Places where you'll find a buyer potentially looking to place a large order, but they won't send you an inquiry. They'll post it in the RFQ market, and then they'll get responses from multiple suppliers, and then reach out to the ones that they want to take the next step to talk about the order details and to potentially place an order. So for you as a business considering selling on Alibaba.com, the RFQ market is actually open to the public. You can't bid on anything or respond to anything on the RFQ market until you are a paid member of Alibaba.com. But you can go and look at it to search for keywords related to your products and see what kind of RFQs are posted on the market currently. So if you would like to do that, you can go to sourcing.alibaba.com, search for the products you sell, and see what opportunities there are. So one thing I would like to explain about the RFQ market is generally there are 2 types of opportunities. So RFQ, at least for US businesses, usually we think of RFQs as like formal request for quotes. But on the Alibaba.com RFQ market, it's much more informal. To explain further, I like to say there's 2 types of RFQs on the Alibaba.com RFQ market. One type is a marketing opportunity, and the other type is a quoting opportunity. So a marketing opportunity is when a buyer will post an RFQ on Alibaba.com, but it's not very formal. They generally don't provide like a lot of details about what they're looking for. You just know what type of product they're looking for, some buyer details like where they're located, maybe they have contact information or their business name. For these, I call them a marketing opportunity because we tell suppliers to prepare like a templated response where you can introduce a similar product, you can introduce your business, and then mention your competitive capabilities, competitive advantages, and then you can use this template to quickly respond to these types of RFQs to market your company, send it to the buyer, and if the buyer is interested, then they can respond back. So that's marketing opportunity. A quoting opportunity is when a buyer submits like a more formal RFQ where they provide, full specifications for what they're looking for. Generally, they provide like requirements for the supplier, saying what they want, how they want the supplier to respond. In those situations, you as a seller can usually like provide a quoted price or a formal response to the buyer in these situations. So I call those quoting opportunities. So to quickly show you, sourcing.alibaba.com, it'll bring you here, which is the RFQ market. So you can come here, you can search for keywords related to your products, and then check out the RFQs that are currently posted. All right, so to recap, the 3 key elements to succeed on Alibaba.com are 1, to create competitive product listings. For this, you got to do your market research to ensure that your listings are competitive compared to the other top listings on Alibaba.com. 2, you got to promote your product listings. Without promoting your product listings, it's very difficult to compete in the beginning. It'll depend a lot on your product category, the demand for it, and generally speaking, we won't be able to advise or tell you whether your product category or specific products will have a strong enough demand to just be able to like organically promote yourself to the top listings. So generally we say, you know, plan on spending on advertising to make sure you promote your products so they're seen by the right buyers. And then 3, participate in the RFQ market. So the RFQ market is a great place to find hidden gems without waiting for buyer inquiries. All right, so if you're interested in selling on Alibaba.com, how to start selling, you can go to seller.alibaba.com/US. Here you'll be able to find our membership options. Generally speaking, the process is you make payment. After payment, you'll go through business verification. Business verification means like you provide the certificate, your state registration certificate. So when you register a business in the USA, you have to register it with the state. You get the articles of organization certificate from the state. You submit that. You submit documentation showing your operating address. So like, for example, a bill with your company name on it and the operating address. You have to submit a phone bill because you provide us with a phone number. So you have to submit a phone bill with either the company owner's name or the business name on it. So we can verify that phone number is associated with the business. And then you either have to provide an ID document to verify your ID, or you can do phone verification where the business verification team will give you a phone call instead to verify your information over the phone if you don't feel comfortable providing an ID document. All right, so we are at our Q&A part of the presentation now. So actually, I'm going to quickly pass it back to Samara just in case there's any information that I didn't cover that she'd like to get to real quick before we take questions from the audience. Samara?
Yeah, Brett, give me 2 minutes and I'll be with everyone. Meanwhile, if you can just put all your questions in the Q&A and I'll be responding to them.
All right, that sounds great. Okay, so then I'm going to take a look then at the first question we have here in our Q&A. All right, so we have a question from Jonathan. He's asking, US sellers can offer faster shipping, but I don't see those options on the Alibaba.com platform. Okay, so for shipping, if you want to sell on Alibaba.com, there's 2 ways. One way is to list products as like a custom product listing. For these types of listings, the shipping information, you would just put yourself into the product listing. So if you can offer fast shipping, whatever your shipping policy or options are, you put it into the product listing. For those types of product listings, a seller or a buyer would reach out to you to place the order for payment, this is something to clarify that may be different from other platforms. So on Alibaba.com, we offer payment processing to US sellers for transactions between US sellers and US buyers. So if a US buyer wants to place an order with you, you as the seller can either accept the order online on the platform, or you can accept the order offline and the buyer can pay you directly. If it's an international buyer, then the only way to accept their order is off the platform where they pay you directly. The other type of product listing is called ready to ship product listings. These types of product listings are only available but for US buyers. So you as a US supplier, your ready to ship product listings will only be visible to US buyers. For those types of product listings, you can include shipping cost in the product listing. Like you can have it as a separate line that it costs this much to ship. Generally speaking though, the shipping templates are usually difficult to use. It takes a lot of time to set up different shipping costs the way the shipping templates are built. So we tell suppliers if they want to use ready to ship product listing options, it's probably the easiest for them to offer free shipping. And if you charge shipping, build it into your product listing price, or just list the product as list the product using a custom product listing. It'll just make things easier. Otherwise, if you're looking at a product listing from a Chinese supplier, those types of shipping functions aren't available to US sellers currently. So I hope that clarifies your question. All right. So
Okay.
I don't see any more questions on my side. What about you, Samara?
Yeah, I see a question here. So a question is, what is the commission rate that Alibaba.com takes? Okay, this is a great question. So one of the highlights and one of the benefits of selling on Alibaba.com is that we take no commission over your sales. So that is a really good, important feature of Alibaba.com. So that way you get to keep more money, right, towards your business compared to other platforms. Okay. And here I see, yes, so the price that we are offering, it's annually. So you only have to pay your annual fee, and then you have to, you forget about paying more to Alibaba.com unless you want to invest into keyword advertisement. Okay. And here's another one. It says, do you offer data behind keywords, orders, and impressions? Okay, yeah, this is a great question. Brett, do you want to answer it, or should I answer it? About the data?
Sure, yeah. So there is data available, keyword data available. We have a tool on the platform called a keyword analysis tool. It doesn't show the number of orders behind keywords. The reason why is because, as I mentioned earlier, there's two ways to do business on the platform. One is online and one is offline. And the online ordering is not finally structured because it's a B2B platform. So there's a lot of like customization, the products that are ordered on the platform. So you won't be able to see like order data per keyword, but you will be able to see impression data. Basically, the platform ranks keywords like the amount of impressions on a metric from 0 to 1,000. 0 being no one is looking at it, 1,000 being it's one of the hottest keywords on the platform. So you'll be able to see up to a year in the past that metric broken down by day. So you'll be able to see like how hot a keyword is, and as well as breakdown of like the related keywords that buyers, like if they're searching for example, salmon, are they searching for frozen salmon, fresh salmon, canned salmon? You'll be able to see that breakdown as well as their index rating. So you can get a general idea of what keywords are being searched for and how hot they are.
Okay, great.
As far as conversion data, the keyword analysis tool doesn't offer a lot of insight into conversion data. It's all like oh, what's that word? Like comparative data. So it shows like the growth of the keyword, like week on week growth, stuff like that.
Okay.
Someone else asked if they could sell their products from the Dominican Republic. So if you have a US business, since this webinar and like our team is only related to US businesses, if you have a registered US business, then yes, you can sell products that were sourced or manufactured from the Dominican Republic. That's no problem. If you're a business that's registered in the Dominican Republic, I think you can still sell on the platform, but you would need to confirm that. The way to do that is to go to seller.alibaba.com. Again, that's seller.alibaba.com. And then there'll be like a little pop-up sales consultant. You can reach out to them, let them know you're a registered business in the Dominican Republic, and they'll be able to provide more information.
Great. Well, I think we don't have any more questions so far. So if anyone wants to, okay, great. Yeah, so I see the person that wants to sell their products from Dominican Republic. They have a business in the US. Okay, great. That's good to know. Yeah, so you can sell your products on Alibaba.com and you can do it directly. Yeah, either you can contact Brett or you can leave your information and we can have someone reach out to you to follow up on the next steps. Okay, well, I don't see any more questions. So if anyone wants to give us one last question, this is your moment. These are the last few minutes of this webinar. And well, I want to thank everyone for coming today, for taking the time to learn a little bit of Alibaba.com and also how you can stand out on this great worldwide platform. I also want to invite you to follow us on all our social media, Alibaba.com USA Sellers. We have our Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram page. So if you follow us there, you'll be able to just follow up on all of our upcoming events, news about the B2B industry, maybe also some industry reports based on different industries. And also if you want to check out our website for the USA sellers, it's us.alibaba.com. Okay, great. Well, yeah, I don't see any more questions. So, well, I want to thank Brett for preparing this webinar for us. Thank you so much, Brett. It's always nice to be working with you. Okay, great. I see.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Okay, well, thanks everyone. Have a great day and we'll see you in the next webinar. Thank you.